Hi, welcome back to Green Alternatives. The other day I was at the grocery store, and as I was climbing out of my car that has our logo on the side of it, someone walked up to me and started asking me about solar for their property, and they wanted to know in particular what are the steps that they would have to go through to get an installation done at their place. So we walked through those, and I decided this would be another good educational bit to throw out there for everybody to come and look at if they're considering solar. So first of all, you want to stop and ask yourself, why do I want solar for my property? What's my goal in doing an installation? And typically over the years, we have found that people fall into three categories. The first is energy independence. They want to move away from reliance on the utility and become more reliant on their own infrastructure. Um, Second one is saving money. And these days, with the price of everything going up and up and up, everybody wants to save money. So most people fall into that pot as well. And then there are those who are interested in cleaning up our environment and keeping our planet safe and secure for future generations. So just something to think about. You may have a different goal that doesn't even show up here, but what is the reason you're looking into this? Because that will help your installer, your designer, decide what things are important for your system. So once you have those things in mind, reach out to Green Alternatives, or if you're not in our service territory, some reputable installer and design group, and ask for a preliminary proposal. For us, the easiest way to make that request is to go to our website at solargai.com and click on the contact button there. And that's going to pull up a form that you can fill out. And if you answer all the questions there, that gives us enough information to start putting together that preliminary proposal for you. The one question I will warn you that sometimes people stumble over is the kilowatt hour usage for the past year. It's a number that helps us size the system appropriately. So if you look that up before you give us a call or fill out that form, that's very helpful. So kilowatt hours from the past 12 months. Once you get that preliminary proposal, you're excited, you want to move forward, then the next thing to do is participate in a site visit at your property. And what this looks like is we have an installer or representative come out and take a look at your property. They may look at your roof to see that you have good available sun, no shading on the roof. If it's a yard array, they may want to look and see what trees might be around or make sure there's nothing buried in the yard that we could have issues with as we're trenching up to make a connection. And then finally, what does your electrical infrastructure look like? There are many different ways we can connect a solar system to your home. And so we want to look at that infrastructure and see what's going to work best at your particular site. And those things can affect the costs of a system quite a bit. So that's an important thing to do before you sign anybody's contract. But speaking of contracts, that's the next step is finalize that design, get all your questions answered, make sure we've got a good solid plan, sign a contract, submit your down payment. And once that is done, that's going to set into motion all the things that need to happen to get a system installed for you. Particularly, your materials will be ordered, but it'll also start paperwork in process that needs to be accomplished before a system can be started. There are two main types of paperwork you're going to have to look at. One is the interconnection with the utility, and the second is permitting with the local jurisdiction for your area. Both of these things are pretty straightforward. Here at Green Alternatives, we walk you through that. We help you with it. Sometimes we may need a couple pieces of paper from you, such as on the interconnection, we need a proof of liability insurance and a copy of your utility bill. And we typically need some signatures. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward, and we help you get through that the best we can. And once that paperwork is done and approved, then we can start with the installation. And construction, whether it's on the roof or on the ground, the array is the most exciting part to see go in. And it usually happens first. Everybody gets all excited in that. Depending on the size of the system, it may be several more days before we can finish after that point, because there's a lot of buried wire, things like that, that needs to be run and connections need to be made. So sometimes people get a little frustrated at that point because the array's there and it can't do anything yet. But it usually doesn't take long, and our crew works diligently to get your system online as quickly as possible. After they get everything connected, they turn you on, they test you. The utility and the inspection from the local jurisdiction needs to be done. The utility will change out your meter, and then you're ready to sit back and watch the benefits of your system. So if you think you're ready to start on this journey, go ahead and reach out to us through our website, solargai.com, and click on that contact button. That'll give you the forms you need. Or you can just give us a call at our sales number, 765-480-2423. Thanks for stopping by today.